Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Unlock Your First Six Figures Blog Talk. Woo, man, I'm starting off a little wonky already. But welcome to your Unlock Your First Six Figures Blog Talk. I am your host, Shay Cannon. I am an award-winning fractional chief operating officer with an exclusive clientele of 6 and 7 figure CEOs. However, I have this mission, and the mission involves you, that small business owners and entrepreneurs who are spinning their wheels and struggling to get to their first six figures in business. I want to help you to make the money and create time freedom. Let's make the money and create time freedom. My freedom looks like living and working my business from anywhere in the world. I started this journey in Belize. I lived in Mexico for 3 years. For the past year and a half, I've been in Buenos Aires, Argentina, but I am back in my favorite little beach town of Playa del Carmen, Mexico. And I call this segment a little business value with a view. So I come on my rooftop and I give you view. I give you view, honey. This is Playa del Carmen. I give you view. But now let's get into the value. It all starts with the blog. This week's blog is at ShaCannon.com/own, OWN, okay? ShaCannon.com/own, OWN. Because this week, what we're talking about are boundaries. They are the key to ownership. Now, you guys know I sit down and I think over the weekend, what is going to be the most transformational thing that I could share with you in the coming week? And this week, I realized that we need to talk about some of the things that help you with the second part of our mission, right? The first part is how to make the money, and we talk about that a lot. But the second part is about time freedom, okay? Freedom. So I want to dive into freedom and ownership and let you know that you can't have either if you don't have boundaries, okay? Because what happens is you give it away. When you lack boundaries, you give your freedom to other people. When you lack boundaries, you give your ownership and autonomy to other people. Okay. I was at a retreat this weekend with a bunch of people that I knew from a mastermind that I used to be in. But I decided that this retreat that happened to come with a park admission to like 5 different parks here in Mexico, right? I decided that I needed the time for myself, that I wanted to explore. I wanted to push my limits on some of these rides. And I just wanted to do what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it without hosting anybody else, helping anybody else, expending energy on anybody else. I needed me for me. Okay. And so that's what I decided. Well, when I arrived, a lot of people were looking for me. They wanted to do things with me, all that kind of stuff. But that went against what I felt like I needed for myself. And so what a lot of people recognize is I'm like the queen of boundaries, right? I don't mind telling you no. I don't mind telling you that doesn't work for me. I don't mind asking you, can you, if you want to do that, can we do it another time? All of the things. And I recognize that a lot of people are living lives that they feel like they don't own. They're doing things that they don't really want to do because they've given their ownership and their freedom over to other people through a lack of boundaries, right? So that's why I came up with this topic. And I broke it into 4 different categories. Okay. Yesterday, we talked about boundaries in business, and I gave you some great tips. So go to yesterday's replay on boundaries in business. Now, today, we're going to talk about creativity. Okay. Creativity. Now, again, I said I have 4 topics. We only have 3 days left in the week. So tomorrow, we're going to hit 2 topics in one. Okay. But today, we're going to talk about creativity. What I need you to know is when you think about creativity, most people think about someone in the arts, someone in music, or any of the humanities, right? That's what we think about when we think about creatives and creativity. But I'm here to tell you that everybody has creativity. It just doesn't look the same, right? And if you're in business and you're an entrepreneur, right, you have a creativity that either helps you to see the value in a product and helps you to market that product, or you have a creativity that allows you to perform a service the only way that you can perform it, right? And so that is still creativity. Good morning, Teray. So creativity is more than just painting and music and humanities. Creativity is your special sauce, okay? And everybody is special. So everybody has creativity. It doesn't have to be that you're an interior designer and all of these things. It's what is your special way that you get people a transformation? That's your creativity, right? But because you don't realize that you are a creative with a creativity, you don't honor it the way that you should. Okay. And that's what I want to talk about, because you need boundaries that allow you to be the creative that you are to the fullest. Okay. Now let's go back to the creatives that everybody knows. I love Lauryn Hill. Okay. Lauryn Hill will tell you right now, I'm not going out on the stage until the energy is right. Okay. Now, why does she do that? Because she knows that she can perform best when her energy is right. Okay. Now she might take it a little far. She did not showed up for hours on end or whatever. But creatives are known for not performing when other people want them to perform. They are known for performing when they can best perform. Right. And so they make you wait for it. Okay. You have painters that, you ask them how long it's going to take them to paint something. They'll tell you they don't know. Right. They might work on a little today and not at all for the next week. And then, knock it out in 24 hours. The next time you see them working on it. That's a creative. Right. So people who recognize that they are creatives, they set boundaries so that they can show up to be their best. But you who don't know that you're a creative, you try to work under any circumstance whatsoever. You lack the boundaries that it takes for you to show up in excellence with your creativity. Okay. So what I need you to do is protect your space and protect your time and show up when it's best for you to show up. That's what you need to do in your creativity as an entrepreneur. Now I'm going to give you some examples. Okay. Or I'm going to give you some suggestions, some recommendations. Number one, I need you to designate a space most conducive for your creativity. Okay. Your workspace, it counts. Okay. Does it allow you to work with ease? Does it bring you any joy? What is the energy of your space? Okay. So no matter what your gift or purpose is, it deserves a quote unquote studio, right? You need to set up a studio for your creativity. And it needs to be set up to inspire your best performance. Okay. So just like a creative, you need a nice workspace that works for you. All right. The next recommendation, protect the time. Okay. Protect the time that you are to create by not giving it away to others. Okay. Once you designate that I work best in the mornings, and so I'm going to work in the mornings, then I need you to not let anyone interrupt your mornings so that you can work in the morning. Okay. So do not allow for unscheduled interruptions of your creative time in your creative space. Okay. The next thing is going to be whatever process you need for your creative output, do not allow others to rush it. Okay. Now, this is where I'm going to get into my operations a little bit, right? So you have a process, some steps, a formula for how you perform what you perform, and you know that it works. And some of you are letting people who don't know how it works, who don't know how to get the transformation on their own, change your process. Stop doing that. Okay. I bet you every time you go outside your process that works for you, what you find out is something always goes wrong. And that's because you're allowing someone else to own your process by changing it. Own it. Set your boundaries. Okay. So I hope today's topic or subtopic is helpful, because all week long we're talking about boundaries, and I'm pointing out areas that you need boundaries, and I'm either giving you examples or recommendations. All right. So keep joining us. But the blog post is at ShaCannon.com/own OWN. Now it's time for me to go in studio to get ready for the morning show, where we're going to talk about this topic deeper. And we're going to go into all of the guests and listeners or watchers, their boundary issues and how it's showing up. And we're going to help solve some of those. So if you know you need help with that, you need to be in the group. ShaCannon.info/group. Get in the group. Okay. We go 45 minutes. Value. Let me tell you how this group is turning out to be a great mastermind. A mastermind on the level of some of the ones that you guys pay for and don't get a transformation. These ladies give testimonies of transformation almost every day. So if you're not in the group, I don't know what to do. All I can do is extend the invite. Okay. So ShaCannon.info/group. I'm about to jump down this off this rooftop and go and get started for the morning show. So meet me over there. Beat me over there. Have a great day.